You are now listening to
the Primal Armor Podcast.
This episode is sponsored by Executive Fit LLC. They build custom deadlift platforms, custom barbell storage pieces, and make indoor and outdoor signage for your home or corporate gym. Every platform that pairs with a rack is customized to that specific rack, so everything fits nice and clean. And they ship nationwide. Each platform has a logo applied in a way that makes it impossible to peel up from wear and tear. They even make custom nameplates for your squat rack. Visit executivefitllc.com to request a quote and see what's available on their store. That's executivefitllc.com to upgrade your deadlift game today. Welcome back to episode 55 of the Primal Armor Podcast. It's been awesome getting back to regularly putting out episodes and to watch the numbers continue to grow. We've been diving hard into the home gym and garage gym world in the last handful of months, and that means we've gotten quite a few new followers that are obsessed with their home gym. The hardest part about having a home gym is that there's not a coach there to keep you accountable or someone to write your workout programs. And this makes it hard to decide on what you're going to do and why a lot of people struggle to work out at home. But a lot of that is just being uninformed about how to actually structure a workout to be the most effective and most efficient that you can be with your time. The technical term for that is called periodization. And that's just a fancy word of how to build a workout program. When I was back in college, I took an entire 6-month course on the subject of periodization. And it only began to scratch the surface of all the different programs that are out there. There's the 5-3-1 method, bigger, faster, stronger, Smolov, German volume training, undulated periodization, the conjugate method, and so many more. And those are just a few examples of the bigger named ones out there. And that's even taking into account all the custom programs people are making for themselves that don't even have a name. You can break those down into multiple different cycles depending on your goals. And then there's different phases in those cycles that determine exactly how you're going to break up each day that you're going to be doing. And that can be a lot of work and a whole lot of studying and a whole lot of confusion if this isn't something that you're really into and studying to be better at. And this is why people struggle so hard at creating a good and consistent workout program. But just because a program is organized and designed, that doesn't mean it's working in your favor. The biggest one that I see with this problem is bodybuilding splits. People will focus on arms one day, and then shoulders the next, then their back the next, and then abs, then cardio, and then legs. And then at the end of the week, you've only hit one muscle group one day each week. And every program's got to have a goal, just like every person who works out has a goal. And most of the time, it's to get healthier and or stronger. Hitting muscle groups once a week is taking the slow road to get there. What I learned that's worked best for me is an upper body / lower body split. I split everything up for upper body on one day and then lower body the next. And then the next day is upper body and then a lower body. This makes it so I can't do the same thing all the time since I'm doing them so frequently. So it helps with the boredom and it also helps create a stimulus that the muscle needs to grow. Muscles begin to adapt when you do the same things over and over to try and be more efficient. That's your body's natural way of doing everything. It wants to try and be more efficient. So hitting these muscle groups more often makes you switch things up to prevent soreness and target different muscles in those groups so you aren't in the gym for hours and hours and hours at a time. You don't have to be in the gym for 2+ hours a day. You can get a good workout in 30 minutes to an hour if you're really doing your program right. Doing things in upper body / lower body split allows you to hit them so much more often. Stress is what causes adaptation and growth. It causes the muscles to tear, and then you rebuild them with rest and recovery and eating right. The best way to create this stress stimulus is by a thing called time under tension. It loads your central nervous system and your muscles to create stress on your muscles that has to be rebuilt afterwards. The more often you hit a muscle group, the more time you are under tension of weight. So instead of hitting a muscle once a week, hit them 3 or so times a week to really see some growth. It seems really hard at first, but your body adapts to that type of training volume over time. But sometimes that doesn't work for everyone and their schedules. They just can't make it to the gym that often, or they have funky type of schedules like I do. Since I work a 24 on and a 48 off schedule, The majority of my life is split into 3-day segments, one at work and 2 at home. The way I've just started recently doing my workouts is with a push, a pull, and a leg day. This is why I'm hitting everything at least 2 or more times a week, but it works better with my schedule. And that's the best part about being your own coach and being able to make your own program. You can tailor it to exactly what you need or exactly what you feel. You aren't being pushed beyond your limits or boundaries in the gym. And that's why I'm such a big advocate for home gym. You just have to make sure you set a distinct goal in your mind about what you actually want to get done when you go out there and start working out. Whether that's lose weight, gain muscle, improve cardio, increase flexibility. You just have to make a goal and hold yourself accountable to it. So then you have to create a program with a split that makes sense for your goal. And nothing's set in stone when you do it on your own. You're your own coach and you get to create your own program. Just make sure you're getting that time under tension and causing that stressful stimuli that your body needs to cause adaptations that you want for your goal. No matter what your goals are, just make sure you're getting into the gym every day. It doesn't mean you have to be the strongest person out there, and it doesn't mean you have to have the best cardio out there. As long as you're getting in the gym and doing something, that's better than nothing. If you need any help creating that plan or want to pick my brain about what I've learned over the years, feel free to reach out. That's what Primal Armor is here for. We're here to make the world a better and healthier place, one person at a time. And we're here to help make that person you. Before we end today's episode, I'd like to give a quick shout out to Anchor Podcasts. They distribute this podcast, you guys, in just about any platform you may try to find us on, such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many, many more. All the recording, editing, and final touches are also done through Anchor, which makes getting the Primal Armor podcast out to you guys very quick, easy, and mobile. You guys can also submit questions or voice messages that I can add to our next episode. Go download the Anchor.fm app today to check out what it's all about. I just want to thank you for listening to today's podcast, and we'll see you back here again next week.